In this episode of Bellistic TV, we catch up with Yamaha pro racer Connor Brogan.
I didn't have any mechanicals, I didn't have any really serious falls. Everything kind of was a really good building year for me. Wasn't expecting it to go as well as it did. My name is Connor Brogan. I am 23 years old and I am the 2018 Off-Road Ontario Grand Champion. St. Onge Yamaha team again. Just picked up my bike on Friday. I'll be riding a 2019 250F, the moto version of my bike last year. That bike is going to give me the motor and a little more speed that I was kind of looking for last year, and I've had a chance to ride the bike already and I've already fallen in love. It's just he's growing up with Cheney, so he's just naturally talented and they're all fast. A language barrier, but you know, hand signals and whatever you can do. And it's the first time I ever met Cheney, I was stuck in a water crossing. He came in too far behind me and I hold the thing on and soaked him. So as a joke, he like gave me the bird, and then we started hanging out. So it's good. Told him I was gonna learn French this winter, so I gotta get on that. And then I bring beers to Quebec and he brings beers to Ontario. So we get to have a couple of drinks after the races when it's all said and done, and it's a really cool friendship we got going that way.
Beers on you this weekend, man. I'm done supplying you.
I'm very fortunate to have the kind of support like guys like my dad and Blair, John Nelson, my grandma. My grandma is a professional photographer. You might see her around the races. She makes sure all the food's prepped and we're not wanting for nothing, and all we have to do is show up and ride, and it makes you know, whether she sees it or not, it takes a huge load off of us and my dad and everybody, and we don't have to worry about it, and she's the rock, really. Without her, none of this would be possible. And I really enjoyed Rivier just because I got a chance to go out and hang out with my dad for 2 days. And free flow, good track. I was happy to change it up and do the sprint there instead of opposed to the cross country. I thought the format suited the property a little bit better. Came away with a second in my first podium on the Yamaha, so I was really happy with how that all went. Perry Sound, same thing, another really solid day, felt really good, and at the end of it, it came down to the motocross track, which they ended up running backwards, which cost me a little bit of time. But overall, I was really happy with how I was riding and how everything, and I was kind of gelling with the bike, and everything started to go in the correct way it should have, so it was starting to go good. Those guys, the Foul Plugs, put a lot of effort in, and it really shows with that event. The ski hill test was definitely one of the highlights of the year for me personally, just because you don't get a chance to really like get that kind of gnarly situation put in front of you all the time. It's you're going into something blind that nobody's ever really been to. A little bit of a course issue. It's costing. That one stung a little bit. Zanelli got by me, and you know, well deserved. If anybody would have beat me, I'm glad it was him. Yeah, super fun time, and I ended up getting my first pro overall, which was a really neat experience to have my family there coming out. It was cool for everybody to be there, and you guys have the footage of it, so I get to live it over and over. And then the Corduroy, you're gonna have to watch the movie, and that's starting in 3, 2, 1.